Oran, can I get your thoughts on today's game?
Obviously disappointed with the outcome, and probably, I think particularly when a game in that scenario, we're away from home, when the goal goes in, it changes probably the player's mindset, and it's something that's very, very hard to do. We were pleased with the first half, particularly away from home. Disappointed again in a big decision that doesn't go our way from that point of view, from a penalty. But with 65, 67 minutes gone, we're in the game, and it's coming into those final stages of the game where anything can happen. And then, for as well as we've done through Craig pulling off a wonder save in the first half and a fantastic penalty save, it enthuses me. It fills me full of confidence when I see it. When the second one goes over the bar, it gives me even more confidence that we'll get something out of this game. But it doesn't seem to be the feeling on the pitch at this point in time, and I suppose the scars from before are still quite prevalent, and I think that's what's doing the damage.
How do you try to rectify that?
We keep a positive mindset, and we keep going, and we keep believing that we'll be the guys who will make it turn. And I said that to players afterwards, that it's not a case of sitting around here thinking, cursing luck, or saying that hopefully things will change, whatever else. It's about making things change, and the only people who can realistically make that change with all instructions is those guys out on the pitch. So it's so important that that they're up for the fight and that they've got the mindset to match it.
Just in terms of, you touched on the decision with Danny Mullen in the first half, how disappointing was that? Because it looked from where we were sat that it was a clear foul, and he's been booked for it as well. Yeah,
the fourth official says to me, the referee's got a better view than us, we're 60 yards away, and I said I appreciate that, but I can also appreciate the view that we have is very distant, and you can see 4 or 5 Kilmarnock players, and their reaction alone would have said to me that it was a nailed on penalty. And I think even coming off the pitch at half time, there's a few of them nearly laughing at the fact that it wasn't given, if you know what I mean. So again, a disappointing one, but as I say, yes, we're in that position where it would be a help, it would be nice to get that penalty and go 1-0 up, and who knows how we would react to that and how we would kick on. The disappointment is those wee things, like we say, are going against us at those point in time, and it's having that character and resolve to keep going.
Yeah, and you also mentioned that the last couple of away games we've had, that I know against Hamilton we conceded the goal, conceded another one soon after, same at Aberdeen. Not quite today, but we gave away the penalty. How frustrating is that? Yeah,
it's frustrating because I think we defend it so well, and we just had a couple of... We're down today, I think, to individual errors probably more than anything else, and we've had a couple of errors for the goals there today that are just very, very hard to eradicate, and it's absolutely down to the players, and it's disappointing from that point of view. And as you say, it's in those scenarios when that goal goes in, and it's so important that we get the correct reaction.
Anton Ferdinand was obviously subbed off at half time last week, missed out today. How's he doing?
Yeah, he was close for today, but again, it was one of those where we felt that we didn't want that possible of him breaking down after half an hour, 60 minutes, and we're having to make changes maybe that ruffle feathers or change the shape of the team. So we thought today, Alfie's trained really well, and it was important to maybe give him that chance. And I thought, to be fair to Alfie, acquitted himself really well.
What positives can you take from today?
Again, probably in the our first half performance for big parts of it, and probably right up until the point that the goal goes in. I think the thing that hurts the most is lack of reaction. Particularly I think when the second penalty is missed, you've got to feel there's one more chance in us, so there's one opportunity that comes, but it just didn't quite feel as if the players felt that.
Yeah, just finally, Motherwell on Wednesday night. How nice is it in some ways to have that game so soon after to try and build on that? Yeah,
it's a big game, and again we've got to take positives out of this performance from our first half and everything else, and how we played in parts of the game, and more than anything, we've just got to take a mentality to it, a real strong mentality where we're prepared to go and do the ugly stuff and the hard stuff to get 3 points.
Well done, thanks very much.
Cheers, Jimbo.
Thank you.